last two games, it just feels like he's running out of steam a bit. Something's just been a bit off with Arjun, just lacking the energy we're used to.
And I think one of the reasons for that, why he struggles against the very best in the world, has been also Arjun's biggest strength, his brand of chess. You know, when he brings on those attacks, those chaotic positions which require players to calculate and be precise, awesome at that. But he finds it difficult to be a more universal player, you know, to hold, to play safe, to play maybe that, to have that cautious approach when it's needed. It's been sort of a struggle for him to kind of develop that more universal style of play. And against guys like Hikaru, you need to be playing every aspect of the game to the best of your ability.
Now, let me ask you a follow-up question to that, Tanya. Speaking of slowing things down, knowing when to hold back, are we going to see Hikaru go for the throat here and try and get the full point with black? Or is he saying, actually, I just need 2 draws, let's calm it down a bit?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, Hikaru's got so many wins with black in the last 2 days. You know, his first one against Magnus with the black pieces and the King's Indian. The only defeat that Magnus Carlsen has had here in Riyadh was that game. And for Hikaru, you know, even in this match, coming back with that victory that he did in round 3 with the black pieces. So I think if he gets that opportunity, if he gets the chance, he'll take it.
Okay.
But will he try to create those chances himself? I don't think so. I think he'll keep it as he knows that Arjun's the player who'll make it happen himself on the board.
Right.
You know, Arjun, he needs to. Arjun doesn't have an option. Hikaru doesn't need to take the fight to Arjun. It'll come to him.
So in other words, Hikaru knows that Arjun may need to take a risk, maybe needs to play 1 or 2 suboptimal moves on purpose to try and shake things up. And Hikaru, knowing that that's coming, it helps him understand where those critical positions will be. It helps him understand where he needs to slow down and think. And he will try and pounce and turn that inaccuracy, deliberate inaccuracy I should add, into a full-blown mistake and really try to punish Arjun for it.
Exactly, that's his favourite role these days, Hikaru Nakamura, just the counter-puncher. He just waits, he's super patient, he loves his endgames. Note how the 2 games that Hikaru won were after the queens came off, and it was only then did he press an advantage. And I think he's going to wait for that to happen again if he gets a chance to make it slower, or if Arjun goes full guns blazing at him, maybe sacrifices incorrectly, then Hikaru will wake up and try to score this full point. Hikaru would love a draw though, let's be honest. He would love this game. He would love to take it to game 6 with the lead with white pieces.
100%. And I think that strategy that you're talking about, Hikaru, it works against everyone in the world.
Right.
Except a certain Magnus Carlsen. I think with Magnus, you need to create those chances yourself. You need to try to create the chaos on the board. But for Hikaru, you know what he does, this waiting game, it's perfect. And I think especially against a player like Arjun Erigaisi.
That's weird, isn't it? Chess is a game of complete information. You know exactly where your opponents and your pieces are at all times, and yet somehow some things work against some players and not others. It's part of what makes the game so beautiful. And in this situation, we have Arjun being the wilder of the 2 players and also basically needing to win on command. Nakamura will be thinking of ways to
don't, it's a bit scary to face this as well, with the black queen and the rook. Yes, you can run with your king, but you're essentially giving black at least 3 pawns, which is more than enough compensation. So unless Arjun finds a good way to defend g2 and stop that check on e5, he might end up repeating and bail out in this position.
And here, the all-seeing engine, the computer, our silicon friend, says that this move is by far the best for white. Bring queen to g5, and the key detail is you defend your pawn on g2, but you also attack this black pawn on d5, from where you also defend g2. This is the move we're looking for. If he finds it, Arjun, a big favorite.
Oh, he does!
It's 2 multi-purpose moves in a row. It's watching the g2 square, it's watching the e5 square, and guess what? The only other square the white queen can do that from is d5 after capturing the pawn.
Not just that, it was 3. Even g7 was a tender spot. Hikaru kicks the queen, he wins the pawn.
Hikaru reacted. He kind of leaned forward as if he might have missed this one. The black queen slides back, and there's a huge threat now. The black rook is trying to infiltrate on the second rank. The white king in the kill zone this time needs to run away as soon as it can.
Get it to the left side of the board. Rook f2 is a massive threat that will end in checkmate. Arjun locked in.
Oh!
Moves the rook, and that's a blunder. Hikaru Nakamura has a winning move right now.
Hikaru Nakamura, he needs to find the fact he can move his bishop to attack that rook. We'll just draw it with an arrow here. Bishop to b4 is a winning move that would tip white's defenses over. And no, he doesn't find it, Hikaru. Instead, he's going to trade rooks. This could be decisive now, white with an extra knight. Wow, missed opportunity. That was hidden. It's not obvious, I'm going to say, from Hikaru Nakamura. But he's chasing the white king now, only towards safety.
When he had the option to give a check to make a small quiet move with the bishop taking away the escape route for the white king, not an easy spot, but a huge miss there by Hikaru, which has now gotten, in fact, Arjun back on the winning advantage as his king runs to safety, an extra piece on the board, and once it's Arjun on the attack with that bishop on b2 and the queen on d5 combining, the knight jumping to e6, that would be game over. Hikaru has to continue giving the checks.
Look at this, the white king hiding amongst its own pieces. This is beautiful defense here, a lot of shelter for the white king, no important checks here. The only check black can give is from the queen, but that will be blocked by the white knight. Hikaru's running out of ammunition. Look at this, the eval bar slides all the way up in white's favor. Hikaru reacting, he's down at 1 minute as well. This has all gone wrong. Ice cold defense from Arjun. Such a difficult position, we can forgive the players the mistakes, but it's all about what's left on the board, and Hikaru out of threats.
And throughout this madness that happened, Arjun's heart rate did not go beyond 80. Again, it comes back to this point. These kind of positions, he's just Mr. Cool Guy. It's just so hard to get him tense, and that is it. Hikaru Nakamura resigns. Arjun Erigaisi equalizes.
2.5 in this third place match. We are going to be going to a